That day, the village of Cana was dressed like a festival. A grand wedding. Decorations filled the courtyard. The aroma of cooking drifted through the air. People hurried about, and joy lit up the entire village. In the midst of this celebration, Jesus slowly arrived. With him came his mother Mary and a few close disciples. The moment Jesus entered, the house seemed to grow quieter. A gentle spiritual presence filled the surroundings. The wedding feast continued, people laughing, eating, blessing one another. But suddenly, among the servants, a strange restlessness arose. Sensing something was wrong, Mary called one of the servants. "My son, what happened?" The man lowered his voice and said, "Mother, the wine is finished. Not a single drop is left." Hearing this, Mary's heart grew heavy. Because at a wedding, running out of wine was a great embarrassment for the family. Mary walked straight to Jesus. Her eyes were filled with compassion and quiet expectation. She said softly, "Son, please help them." Jesus replied gently, "Mother, my time has not yet come." But Mary did not argue. She turned to the servants and said, "Do whatever he tells you." That one sentence held her deepest trust. Jesus walked toward 6 large stone jars kept in a corner of the house. Each was huge, holding 20 to 30 gallons of water. Jesus said calmly, "Fill these jars with water." The servants were puzzled, but they didn't hesitate. They filled all the jars. When they were done, Jesus said, "Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet." Fear flashed across the servants' faces. Water is water. What will happen now? Still, remembering Mary's words, they carefully dipped a bowl into the jar, and instantly a sweet heavenly fragrance filled the air. The servants froze, astonished. The master of the banquet was busy serving the guests. A servant handed him the bowl. He took one sip and was stunned. His eyes widened. Joy and surprise spread across his face. This wasn't just wine. It was the finest, richest, most... He called the groom over and said, "Everyone serves the best wine first and the cheaper wine later. But you have done the opposite. You saved the best wine for last." The groom was confused. He had no idea where the wine came from. Guests whispered among themselves, "Who brought it? How did it appear?" But no one knew the truth. Mary watched from a distance with a quiet, peaceful smile. Just moments earlier, the family feared shame and disgrace. Now their home overflowed with joy. Mary knew this was not just wine. This was a moment where hope was lit in human hearts. The disciples stood nearby, watching everything, their eyes filled with awe and reverence. They understood this was no ordinary event. This first miracle planted a truth in them. Jesus was not just a teacher. He was hope, light, and the mercy of God.